Nike, recognized as the world's premier sportswear brand, boasts an impressive valuation of $156.41 billion as of 2024. In the bustling city of Portland, Oregon, in the year 1938, a child named Phil Knight was born. He grew up with a passion for speed, always seen running faster than his peers, his heart set on becoming a renowned athlete. Throughout his school and college years, Phil honed his running skills, emerging as one of the finest athletes in his state. His dedication to the sport was unwavering, and alongside, he diligently pursued his education, culminating in an MBA in 1962. Phil's dream was to shine on national and international athletic stages. However, a harsh realization dawned upon him one morning during practice. Despite his years of relentless effort and numerous victories, he recognized that his abilities, while impressive, fell short of the greatness required for international acclaim. At 24, facing the limits of his athletic potential, Phil confronted a turning point. It was then that his journey took an unexpected turn. With the same spirit that drove him on the racing tracks, Phil ventured into the world of business, starting humbly by selling shoes from the trunk of his car. This small step marked the beginning of a monumental journey, leading to the birth of Nike, a brand that would one day earn 1,000 crore rupees daily and be embraced by world-class athletes like Ronaldo and Rafael Nadal. Thus, Phil Knight's story, a blend of unfulfilled athletic dreams and unparalleled business success, stands as a testament to the unpredictable paths of destiny and the power of perseverance. Overwhelmed yet resolute, Phil Knight acknowledged the end of his athletic ambitions. His dream of becoming a top-tier athlete might have crumbled, but his passion for sports remained undiminished. It was this unbreakable bond with sports that led him to an epiphany. If he couldn't be an athlete, he would stay connected to the world of sports through another channel, the business of running shoes. Phil's fascination with running shoes wasn't just a fleeting interest, it was an integral part of his identity as a runner. This deep connection inspired his next big move. During his MBA, Phil had dedicated weeks to an extensive research paper on the running shoe market. His findings revealed a striking parallel. Japanese camera companies, with their superior quality and competitive pricing, had revolutionized the American camera market. Phil believed that Japanese running shoes could similarly disrupt the U.S. market, dominated then by giants like Adidas and Puma. This insight was a gamble, a business idea rooted in a college project. But for Phil, it was a risk worth taking, his only option to stay intertwined with the sports world. Determined, he set his sights on importing Tiger brand shoes from Japan, manufactured by the company Onitsuka. Pooling all his savings, Phil embarked on a journey to Japan. Upon arrival, he managed to secure a meeting with Onitsuka's executives. Nervous and naturally introverted, Phil found himself in unfamiliar territory, negotiating with a major company. In the meeting, when asked about his company's name, Phil, on the spur of the moment, thought of the blue ribbons adorning his house. Little did he know, this moment of improvisation would mark the beginning of an empire, a legacy that would resonate through the world of sports for generations. When faced with the opportunity to name his company during the pivotal meeting with Onitsuka, Phil instinctively referred to the blue ribbons he had earned from his racing victories, coining the name Blue Ribbon Sports. Despite the company not existing at the time, the name resonated well with Onitsuka's executives. Phil presented his college project with such conviction that it left a lasting impression on the Onitsuka team. They agreed to have his non-existent company, Blue Ribbon Sports, be the American distributor for Tiger shoes. Elated, Phil returned to the U.S., eagerly awaiting the arrival of the shoe samples. Months passed with no sign of the shoes, testing Phil's patience and resolve. To sustain himself, he took an accounting job, all the while holding on to the hope of his fledgling business venture. Finally, after nearly a year, a notification from customs indicated the arrival of 12 pairs of shoes from Japan. Phil immediately shared his business vision with his former college coach, Bill Bowerman. Bowerman, a revered figure in the running world and a relentless innovator in shoe design, was impressed by the shoes and Phil's plan. To Phil's surprise, Bowerman proposed a partnership, offering to become a 50% partner in the venture. For Phil, partnering with Bowerman A coach he idolized and a well-known shoe modification expert, was an opportunity a lifetime. Bowerman's modifications to athletic shoes were legendary among his students, often resulting in significantly improved performance. Seizing this momentous opportunity, Phil and Bowerman shook hands, cementing their partnership. Energized by this alliance, Phil reached out to Onitsuka with a bold request for exclusive distribution rights in the western U.S. and placed an initial order of 300 shoes for $1,000. This collaboration marked the beginning of an era, laying the foundation for what would become one of the most iconic and influential sports brands in history. The partnership between Phil Knight, the aspiring athlete turned entrepreneur, and Bill Bowerman, the shoe-tinkering coach, was the genesis of Nike's remarkable journey. Phil Knight's entrepreneurial journey with Blue Ribbon Sports, now teetering on the brink of success, faced a new set of challenges. After securing exclusive distributorship rights for Tiger shoes in Western USA, Phil quit his accounting job to dedicate himself fully to his business. He stored the initial stock in his parents' basement, which doubled as Blue Ribbon's makeshift office. Despite initial rejections from sports shops, Phil's innovative approach of selling shoes directly from his car at athletic events proved to be a game changer. His background as an athlete allowed him to connect with customers on a personal level, convincing them of the superiority of Tiger shoes. This strategy paid off, and he quickly sold the first shipment of 300 shoes. To keep up with the growing demand, Phil ordered 900 more shoes. However, the business's finances were tight. With earnings of just $2,000 and an order costing $3,000, Phil was compelled to secure a $1,000 loan from a bank, which was approved given Blue Ribbon's promising business trajectory. The partnership with Bill Bowerman and the self-selling nature of their product had set Phil on a fulfilling career path. But just as things were looking up, a new obstacle emerged. A wrestling coach claimed to have secured exclusive distribution rights for Onitsuka's products for the entire U.S., threatening to shut down Phil's burgeoning enterprise. Undeterred, Phil flew to Japan to confront Onitsuka. His passion and strong sales argument resonated with Mr. Onitsuka, who renewed Phil's distributorship for the Western USA. Despite this victory, challenges persisted. Blue Ribbon's first year ended with $8,000 in sales, prompting the hiring of Jeff Johnson, a former athlete and passionate salesman, to expand the business. Under Jeff's influence, sales doubled to $16,000 in the second year. However, this growth brought its own problems. Phil's aggressive strategy of constantly doubling or tripling orders after each sellout strained their finances. The reinvestment of all profits and additional bank loans led to a significant debt, and eventually the bank refused further loans due to negative cash flow. Faced with a cash crunch critical for Blue Ribbon's survival, Phil returned to accounting, this time at POC, to secure the necessary funds to keep his dream alive. This phase of Phil's journey underscores the relentless perseverance and adaptability required to navigate the unpredictable waters of entrepreneurship. Phil Knight's journey with Nike is a remarkable testament to perseverance, innovation, and strategic thinking. From the humble beginnings of storing shoes in his parents' basement, Knight and his partner, Bill Bowerman, transformed their vision into a global empire. When Onitsuka threatened to pull out, Knight took a bold step. He decided to establish his own brand, breaking away from dependency on Onitsuka. The creation of a new logo, a simple yet iconic swoosh, designed by a graphic design student for just $35, became a symbol of movement and victory. The name Nike, inspired by the Greek goddess of victory, was suggested by the first salesman, Jeff Johnson, following a dream he had. Nike's entry into the market on May 30, 1971, marked a new era. Knight's strategy to endorse top athletes, starting with Steve Prefontaine, was revolutionary for the time. This, along with hiring salespeople who were athletes or passionate about athletics, helped Nike deeply understand and cater to their target market. Despite initial success, Nike faced stiff competition from established brands like Adidas, Puma, and Tiger. The company had to adapt quickly to changing fashion trends in the 1980s, where style became as important as performance. This challenge was amplified with the rise of Reebok, which prioritized stylish athletic footwear. Nike's response was to sign Michael Jordan, an emerging basketball star, and launch the Air Jordan basketball sneakers. This move not only revived Nike's fortunes, but also revolutionized the basketball shoe market with its bold design and colors. The success of Air Jordans, bolstered by Jordan's incredible performance and a series of compelling advertisements, helped Nike reclaim its position as a market leader. By the 1990s, Nike had expanded globally, diversifying into various sports apparel and equipment. Today, it stands as the world's largest sportswear brand, a journey that underscores the power of vision, adaptability, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Phil Knight's story, as detailed in his book Shoe Dog, serves as a powerful lesson in entrepreneurship. It highlights the importance of believing in your vision, the courage to embrace risk, and the persistence to overcome challenges, no matter how insurmountable they may seem.